Hey, so we're about to queue into the 5.2 dungeon. I wanted to check with you guys on like what the hell's going on in the story, because I've watched all of the cutscenes where the quest journal is a lot of text. If the quest journal is one line, that's usually filler, and that's kind of gotten me through the story pretty fast. But my understanding is that after the end of the main plot, we're now trying to get the main character's friends out of the first and back to the source. And meanwhile, while that's happening, there's all this shit going on in the source with the Garleans. And they're like making a new, like an even more ultimate Ultima weapon. And just making more weapons in general, like the classics, like a Ruby weapon.
So Estinian Bro and Gaius were getting rid of all the Black Rose, and then they discover in the process the new weapons. Oh no! But the Black Rose was the stuff that was going to cause the calamity that Crystal Exarchs, saw way back when. There's that chemical ether
mission
weapon.
Was the shit. Like it was really cool. So what's going on with Xenos? I know he's not actually Xenos. It's someone using his body as a puppet. Is it Zodiark?
No.
I thought they said that in the cutscene.
Elidibus was using his body, and then Xenos took it back. He took it back.
So it's like actually Xenos now.
Yeah. He has the echo, and he can like repossess his own corpse essentially.
Okay. So the white robed guy that was talking to him called him Zodiark, though. Maybe they're just saying they both serve Zodiark. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, we woke up Bismarck again. The first version of Bismarck, who hopefully is going to be a space whale that takes us to the moon eventually. And we're going to this dungeon as part of our quest to get our friends back to the source. Is that right?
We're trying to. Our logic is that hey, we want to know what Short Bus is doing. Why don't we go to their home?
Right.
And see what's up while it's still there, while it still exists, because it's going to go away eventually. It was willed into existence by Emmett Selk, and since he put, it's not going to be there forever. So it's like, man, let's go do some research while we can.
Well, that and sense. I think this part is actually Emmett was showing us like his recreation of the city. We're going to the actual ruins of the actual.
The actual. Because we've never seen the actual ruins because we were just seeing the illusion the whole time.
Until now.
Yeah, that's cool.
But there is like. Overlaid on those ruins is like his vision, no?
Right. Yeah, I think that's still right.
Yeah, so you go there, but you don't see the real thing because the illusion's there on top of it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And that was the quest you probably skipped is that it's sort of a newly opened thing, and the Sahagin version here are like trying to get it too because I don't know, they just like
they're gonna use it to like stage a raid on. Yeah, that seemed like that was
R&D, but that makes sense.
They were stealing food from the friendly fish and our buddies in Kaluja and using it like as a staging front because I guess it's prime real estate.
This is a pretty cool way to start writing in on Bismarck.
Right?
Oh, this is a very jazzy... Okay. Wasn't the original Academia Anyder or whatever, like, also kind of a jazzy song?
Yeah, it was kind of Google Library-ish.
Yeah.
If you ever want to listen to it, just go to my room in our house.
Do I have... I do have text answer. Wasn't... got it. I'm mostly into, like, the driving 70s prog rock synth stuff, Uematsu type stuff, but this stuff's so fun. Make
Once
sure
I get
you
this,
crank the
it's
BGM
all I'll play in my room.
Yeah, really? If you ever get the orchestrion for Copied Factory, I think you'll lose your shit, Flirewing.
It's real good.
We have 2 of them now, I think. Or 3 of them in the playlist.
I'm probably going to get a lot of the gear that drops from that dungeon. I don't know even what's all in it, but I know I'm going to be inspired to.
Oh man, you gotta do it. It's like...
I mean, the gear will actually look good on your character. It looks really bad on any dude character.
It looks great. It looks great.
You guys were very stylish.
Nice.
Come on, clamber back to it right now.
This is really cool. I'm super into this dungeon. So I missed. Why do we need Bismarck to take us there? Can we? Is this going to get us there differently?
It's still underwater.
Right.
He's got to do is breathe some air into it for us.
And
also,
we're
behind rocks.
we're bringing friends with us. So, and not all of them, as humorously happens, not all of them have water breathing, right?
Yeah, like
So, like,
that's,
to bring
okay,
Gurion
yes,
down.
that's what I was trying to figure
Oh.
out. Okay.
Like Serpent's Trench. It's the anemones from Serpent's Trench.
Yeah,
Right.
that's awesome. And we're underwater, man.
Yeah. Sweet. And it's like Shadow didn't leave my party. I'm playing it.
He's here.
He's here.
I wonder if they'll do the Velt eventually. Make a Gao class.
Oh man, Beast. People speculated about Beastmaster. Actually, there's like
That's
a
basically Gao.
throwaway line in some quest.
I mean, they had
That'd be
mentioned astrologers for a while in ARR. I think they mentioned geomancers a few times, so people think that
Yeah,
might be the
I've
next
heard
geomancer.
Yeah,
Sure.
during the Astro quest line.
So
I'm
people
very
speculate
happy
that
I was
Beastmaster
worried
be
that-
limited.
I was worried Blue Mage was going to be like a one-off content thing, but it's such a cool idea to let's add something that's Final Fantasy, but it doesn't fit into like the MMO setup that we have here. I'd love them to do that with more classes. It's been like 8 months. How did we get water breathing again? I know there's a pretty long
Back
part of the
from
MSQ for it.
Just
The Kojin from
Oh, right.
Stormblood. That's why Alice A
Oh,
also
from
has
forever
it.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
She mentions it when you're cleaning off barnacles. She's like, "Let's just get this shit done. I got this. You got this. Let's do it."
Girl after my own heart.
Oh, yeah, because you stopped back over there during the MSQ lead up to this. Okay. I love that they make that stuff relevant. That's cool. Unknown.
Yeah, they've added some nodes this patch that you have to go under the water to gather, so you still need that, like, utilitarian-wise.
As the content progresses, it feels more and more like a single player, like Sakaguchi Final Fantasy.
What? Should I be here? Probably
Yeah,
not.
right.
see, yeah. I don't really get that.
It seems
There's
like,
like
just stand in the
3
gaps.
safe spots,
Right. And so he's going to rotate that thing around.
but I guess that you've got so much time. You've got to run away if you're in a bad zone.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's going to hit one of the safe spots.
I think it's always 4 ticks. And so you can determine whether you're in a good place or not as soon as he puts the arrow down.
Like, I think we're going to get hit now.
Yeah,
You're
you are.
saying one
I
of the
think.
safe spots is fake, basically? Oh, sorry.
Nuts.
Okay, so you see it, and all of the safe spots are safe, and then he has a thing where he rotates and attacks one of them.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
And it's always the same number of ticks on the rotation, so you can figure out where he's going to stop, I think. I've only done it once now, but...
Did they come up with that line stack thing? Was that in the Phantom Train fight first?
Where was it?
Oh, he has a damage up buff. I wonder
Is
if
that because
it's
we had to kill him at the same time?
maybe, yeah.
Yeah, include that.
I mean, it's not that bad.
Right.
Nice.
Easy. What we get?
Some ninja
Hey,
gear.
scouting gear.
I can use that. I will take it. Got a 99 roll for a need. Come on.
Yeah.
What a waste. What a waste of luck.
What a waste. Because that's how it works.
Yep, that's exactly the gambler's fallacy, how it works. Although, I don't know how they programmed it. Like in Fire Emblem, they
it could be
actually has a little bit of
PRNG,
it.
right?
Right. They do push the finger on the scale a little bit from what they tell you.
I think we've become convinced in our copied factory raids that the more times you die, the better you're likely to roll on the rare drops. I think we should test this out and Haypax, you just like intentionally kill yourself on every boss lots of times and you'll get that pet for sure.
I'll just repeatedly jump off the map in the last new Eden fight, and that minion is mine.
Oh, Matt, I was going to ask you. I now have a Gunbreaker and a Dark Knight at 80, and I have an opinion on which one is better, but I wanted your opinion on which one was better, because you have both at 80.
I mean, do you want to be an edgy boy or a Squall fanboy? That probably suits your opinion.
I think
For real
Dark Knight.
content, I have no idea, but Dark Knight's fun. I like Blackest Night. It means I can cheese things.
I think
But
Dark Knight is a
Light also
little
likes
more
to cheese
fun,
things.
but I thought that was kind of controversial, too. People are like, Gunbreaker is so busy, and I think it's the exact opposite. I think Dark Knight is much faster than Gunbreaker. And I think it's mainly just because it's got a resource off global cooldown, as opposed to on global cooldown. I think that's a lot of it.
Well, you have that one combo every 30 seconds that is like, you know,
Yeah.
4 buttons because the one button
It's always
kills
the same
itself,
thing
but-
on your Gunbreaker. It really doesn't ever play out any different. Whereas at least Dark Knights every once in a while combo Delirium, you can AoE it or single target it, right?
Mhm.
There's ever so slightly more variety on Dark Knight.
I like Dark Knight a lot. I've been working towards the mount.
I gotta get
Talk
Samurai
to you
to
about
80
Ninja
next.
later, but I do have the most important magic combo, Bunny Hat. So I think I'm good. I don't think I need to.
There you go. That's the best part of Ninja. I mean, Kagebunshin no Jutsu at 80 is pretty cool, but
You can say the names of the thing?
I watched
wow.
most of Naruto, so I can say the name.
I watched all of Naruto with the next
Yeah.
girlfriend. I can't say.
Matt just calls
Well-
them what the button numbers are on his hotbar.
Trying to talk to Pat about Samurai is like, well, you got this one
Right.
thing, and like it does this stuff, and
Samurai's cool. I gotta get Samurai to 80 so I can have a similar opinion on Samurai versus Ninja. I really like the way both of them look, in theory. But Ninja has been a lot improved, as I think everybody's noticed. They cleaned it up a lot the past few months.
Is it still very like ping dependent?
It's less so, I would say. They've
moved all
buffed
your
out the
murders
Genki
to not
and-
be. Yeah, they're not like off GCDs anymore or anything, right? Like you can't just weave them all the time or something.
Yeah, they're now
that's
on global
interesting.
cooldowns, but it
They do something,
it's
I
more
guess?
straightforward to do. Yeah, it's once you get your muscle memory down, it's more straightforward to have the ninjutsu on global cooldown, and each one of them has more of a buffer, so you've got more of a window to hit them and have it be stored in the memory if you miss-hit something.
Sure.
And you can spam some now without necessarily getting your Mugu Mugu. So it's a bunch of little stuff like that has gone on.
Ninja and Black Mage probably, well, maybe Summoner too. I feel like they're the most different, the least degenerate of all of the DPS classes.
Yeah, nothing else I've played is anything like Ninja, although I don't have any experience with Dragoon really.
It seems like, is it like, are we off GCD focused like Bard? Are we positional focused like Monk? It's positionals and stances, right?
Yeah.
Ninja kind of feels like Knife Mage to me more than Rogue.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja used to have some light positionals, and I guess now the 1-2-3 kind of does, but it took away Trick Attack's positional to make that have to go off. So that's the biggest thing. That's no longer really required. So yeah, it sounds like Monk is the positional focused one, and Samurai to a lesser extent.
Just
over
rate
Ninja.
damage, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
My bad.
Tank privilege. Melee privilege, I guess. Terrible hammer.
Seems like a tank buster.
Thought so. Okay, probably the direction they're going to go in. Oh, no, maybe not. Eye of the Cyclone, get close. So it's the order in which they fall.
Oh, he uses Glower just like the first Cyclops.
Yeah, he's got
cool.
the spikes
That
on the
looks
swings.
bad. But they actually added a... no, I guess it had the you fucked up flash conveyance thing. I wonder if they went back and redid... what's that first dungeon with the Cyclops thing that has a
Ormvale.
non-telegraphed attack? Ormvale, yeah. I wonder if they'd add the you fucked up conveyance flash to that.
They haven't. We've done that dungeon a lot in recent years.
Eye of the Cyclone. This final verse is not very final.
It's like being in church. When does the hymn end?
Yeah. God.
In the Garden of Vita by Iron Butterfly.
I love that episode. The organ players like passing out at the end.
Mhm.
Nice.
Got him.
This Dragoon model.
Goldsmithin'. So many goldsmithing level ups. I gotta go get everything to all the decent
we're in
levels maxed
Rapture.
out now.
Oh man, don't do it. There's no reason
Yeah,
except to do it.
yeah. I used to really like the Desynth game. It was fun. It was all very breakpoint focused, but I guess that's not true anymore now that you can't fail.
Yeah, now it's about finding the cheapest thing that you can make to like the thing with the fewest ingredients, so you can
Sure.
get that, which makes alchemy a pain in the ass.
That's frustrating. Breakpoint grinding is my favorite kind, which is why I've been so into RuneScape lately. But it was all about like, for fishing, for example, you would have to like spend about a dozen hours fishing legendary fish so that you could get to the point where the like weakest fish in Heavensward had a 0.01% chance of decenting, and then you would just like decent 1,000 of those and get huge skill increases really fast. These things gotta die fast, it looks like, or they summon something bad.
I didn't have a burst ready. No.
I got one of them.
And once you hit that break point, it felt really good because you went from like getting a level up every hour to getting like plus 40 levels as soon as you hit it. A lot of loot in here.
Mhm.
like this mechanic in dungeons. It's fun to, when you get really good at it, to like try to optimize and get as few extra spawns as possible.
Oh yeah.
Nice, got him.
2 down.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Frog, yep.
So how much of Ninja is a Naruto reference, and how much of it is just a common source? Like,
There's a lot of common source. I think it's mostly
Okay.
what it is.
see.
The hand signals thing was definitely popularized by Naruto. The running animation is popularized by Naruto. So there's some, but a lot of it's direct. You know, common
Sure.
source fraud stuff, common source actual stuff.
What are prismatic ingots?
It's one of the new. Well, it's
They're
last
decent.
patches. Oh no, that's a crafting mat. If you got one,
Yeah.
from decent.
I got it from Decent, yeah.
Nice.
Cool, that's
A
new.
couple of
Yeah,
I have like
that was
close to maxed goldsmith Decent, so maybe that's worth doing.
Chubby cheeks.
yeah.
The boss.
You can desynth the Ronkin and previous Eden gear once you reach the point where you don't need it anymore this patch.
So
That'd be
handy
nice.
for company seals if you want
Yeah.
those.
Probably a tank buster.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got a pretty consistent like animation. They've done a good job with having like predictable names for tank busters and raid damage. Okay.
Will they make one called Tank Buster?
Yeah, there you go.
Buster the tank buster.
I'm gonna fight the fighting polygon team. I'll do it then. Okay. Got it. They attack in front of them.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, that big dick shield.
Hey, I haven't seen this for a while. I guess it makes sense. Sahagan.
Mm-hmm.
Raid damage. Oh, yeah. Probably want to stand on those. Got it. It's a cool way to do it. And then it buffs the boss. Yeah, so they bring back, what's the Sastasha mechanic?
Yeah, going all the way back to the beginning.
Let's see.
They didn't
I
bring
don't think
back
we fought the
the creepy
Sahagins since then.
Highlanders. I mean, you run into them when you're doing Leviathan stuff, so like you fight them like along the way.
Yeah.
They're like world mobs.
So we see Seabed Ceremony the first time, and it's just raid damage plus this crap on the ground. Okay. Okay.
I can't see. Oh, that's interesting.
Run back the other direction. Ah, sight readable boss mechanics.
Ah,
For you.
not for everyone.
I didn't say read it my first time.
Yeah, me neither.
Got him.
The point is that it's possible to sight read, not necessarily that you always
Exactly.
execute. I just don't like when it's completely out of nowhere. I feel like Blizzard would do them if, oh, it's interesting, there's more than what we can cover. Okay, so the hands are gonna send the ones that don't have hands in front of them. Maybe there's one down there that, yeah, we'll get an ad, that's okay. Everyone's supposed to stand on a vat that doesn't have a hand on it. I think is the trick there.
Oh, okay.
In an alternate universe where WoW never supported add-ons, I wonder if they would have made sight-readable bosses. Just kind of embrace DBM eventually.
You don't like DBM's weird text things?
No.
Get away, little girl.
That's what I couldn't remember. I remembered Little Girl, but I couldn't remember. It's just like Walter Cronkite.
You have no idea who Walter Cronkite is.
I don't know.
Stories.
Tank Buster. XCOG goes off now, even if when the duration runs out, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, if I'm not healing you, it's because I'm being lazy and waiting on it to finish.
No, I got Scholar to 70, so I love that skill. Because it's less stressful now that it does run out eventually. Go this way. Wait, which one spawned first? No, I was wrong. My bad.
I had no clue.
I think it might always be that one now.
On the one
having
side
done it.
first? Okay.
Yeah, left side, north side of arena.
Hey!
Got him.
That was cool.
Ooh.
Oh man.
What?
It's all
The
yours.
orchestrion dropped.
So it's gonna be guaranteed in our house, right?
Right. It's gonna go only in my room, and I'm gonna make my room private, so I can listen to it. Only
Having
me.
a private room, only doo-doo butts have private rooms.
Pass on it.
Yes!
Congrats.
Oh man.
Thanks, folks. Splitting the VOD. We're going to probably try the new trial next.